UltimateGlucosamine. Introduction to N-acetyl-D-glucosamine, the logical choice. N-acetyl-D-glucosamine has two distinct advantages over typical glucosamines. First, N-acetyl-D-glucosamine doesn't compete with glucose for cell entry. Also, N-acetyl-D-glucosamine is directly incorporated into joint macromolecules. Typical glucosamines face a more difficult and indirect path. Typical glucosamine compounds consist of small molecule glucosamines, such as glucosamine sulfate or glucosamine hydrochloride. Because these small molecule glucosamines are very similar to glucose in terms of size and shape, they may compete with glucose for cell entry. This may lead to an elevation in blood sugar. After cell entry, the small molecule glucosamines may be attacked by deaminase enzymes and broken down to fructose and ammonia. Any glucosamine sulfate or glucosamine hydrochloride that is not deaminated must then be metabolized into N-acetyl-D-glucosamine before being incorporated into joint macromolecules, such as hyaluronic acid. UltimateGlucosamine. How it differs makes it the logical choice. UltimateGlucosamine is 100% N-acetyl-D-glucosamine. The N-acetyl-D-glucosamine of UltimateGlucosamine enters the cell through endocytosis and does not compete with glucose for cell entry. Once in the cell, N-acetyl-D-glucosamine can be directly incorporated into hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid increases the viscosity of the joint fluid and improves joint mobility. In summary, UltimateGlucosamine brand of N-acetyl-D-glucosamine provides a more direct route to the building of hyaluronic acid, which is important to joint mobility. Once-a-day UltimateGlucosamine is salt-free, diabetic-friendly, and has no known drug interactions.